10 o'clock, Jose. Where's our flood of people? Everybody's late today.
They're on Spanish time this time around. Good morning, everyone, and good afternoon. As you log in, just rename yourself by putting the city that you serve primarily first, and then your name right after. Hello, Scott, James.
So how do you do that with the names? Hello?
Three
Yes,
dots in your top right corner. You can click on and hit rename in the drop down.
Well, I'm on my phone, so I might not be able to do it here.
On your actual picture, it should be.
Yeah, I'm on my phone and I don't see that option.
Going on, Brad? I don't see any sun in Southern California right now.
Pretty hazy at the beach.
It's actually sunny in Portland, Oregon.
There you go.
You
We all
beat it.
celebrate.
You
Do
beat
they have
it.
any?
One
Do
day.
they have any? Do they have any inventory up there? I'll have to come up there.
Yeah, right.
So Brad, they're having the NAR convention in San Diego in November. Are we going to try to do a breakfast or something?
I would love to. So we've been talking about it and would absolutely love to have that take place. So already starting to look into some venues and see if we can get back in person again.
That'd be great.
Awesome. I want to say thank you for putting this together. I had a client moving to Northern California, which is where I came from, but it was so easy to find someone for him and be confident referring. So thank you very much.
Awesome. That's great. All right.
It doesn't usually
happen.
happen that way. It's usually from California to Oregon.
Yeah, they're coming back the other way too. I've had 3 escrows recently coming from out of state, and the people that were selling were moving out of state. So they're just getting replaced by new people. Give us just a minute or two more and we'll get started here about 10:05.
1:05 East Coast time.
That's right. Jose, we'll go with our normal specific asks.
Perfect. Morning, good afternoon, everyone. If you just joining us, just rename yourself by writing the name of your city that you primarily serve first, and then your name after. We'll be starting shortly.
All right, is everybody ready?
We're ready.
Welcome to another edition of our BNI Real Estate Referral Network online meetings. So excited to have everybody in the room. And if you haven't been here before, these are a lot of fun. We're going to have a kind of a standard agenda that you'd see in a BNI meeting that will run through. We'll have a special education moment today from Tony Baroni out of Tampa, Florida. And then we're going to do some breakout rooms to get to know each other a little bit better. So follow along with me. My name is Brad Seaman. I'm with the Seaman team, Keller Williams, down in sunny San Diego. And I'm going to be your honorary chapter president. Can we call this a chapter for now? Does that work? For today. So this is the online edition, and we're going to ensure that we follow a structured BNI weekly meeting agenda that's proven to maximize business across the country and internationally. So I wanted to share with you my mission on this, which is to really build a group of agents that have similar beliefs and values that follow the Giver's Gain philosophy. We've been doing this for several years now, and just grow our network amongst BNI agents that are easily referred. We had a testimonial even before we started today about how easy it is to refer other BNI agents across the country. So we ask that you take the time to, number one, connect first if you have a referral with BNI agents across the country. If you're not in our Facebook group yet, now's your chance. We're going to pop a link in the chat for you to hop online and be a part of the Facebook networking group. You can pass referrals across the country and talk all things BNI. Want to give a special shout out this week. There was an offering to share your 10-minute presentation, and we had presentations being shared left and right, and even inviting others to their meetings to see their Jeopardy presentation firsthand. So really cool, great way to share with others, lots of great online content and networking that we can do. We're excited about the opportunity to get back in person as well. So we'll do some special announcements on our next meeting for a Zoom call, but we're also targeting and watching some of the online or the upcoming conferences that will be in person, including the NAR convention here in San Diego, that we'd love to do an in-person breakfast and get additional people together. So keep that in mind, watch the calendar as we're going to be unrolling some of those. Okay. So BNI is the most successful organization of its type in the world. We have thousands of chapters and more than 200,000 members, and members of BNI have passed millions of referrals, which translates into billions of dollars being passed amongst their members. The philosophy of BNI is
Giver's Gain.
Giver's Gain.
Giver's Gain, baby.
Mute button. Thank
Giver's
you.
Gain.
Gain. If I give business to the members of BNI, in return, they will want to give business to me. All right, so we are going to do our specific ask this week. Give your opportunity for a quick 45-second commercial. We're going to go through the list and just try and keep it short and sweet, if you would. We don't need a whole narrative. Just tell us where you're from, how long you've been in BNI, and maybe a short statement about your area. If it's okay with you, Jose, I'm going to start it off with you.
Awesome. So thank you, Brad, and thank you for putting this together. My name is Jose Fernandez. I've been doing real estate for 18 years down here in sunny South Florida, Miami. So if you know anybody that is moving here for tax reason, for the weather, or any other reason, I'm happy to serve them. Thank you.
Awesome. Robin Victor.
Yes, good morning, BNI. I'm Robin Victor with Remax Excalibur. I have been in BNI for 14 years, been in real estate in the Valley of the Sun, Scottsdale, Arizona for 25 years. Great referral for me today would be anybody that wants to buy a house and sell their house and is struggling trying to figure out how to get their equity out so that they can make the purchase as a non-contingent buyer. I have 2 programs for them. I'm Robin Victor with Remax Excalibur, and I am here to make your dreams come true.
Fantastic. Maji Ramos or Ramos.
Yes, hello, can you hear me?
Gotcha.
Okay, perfect. I'm Maggie Pace Ramos with Caldwell Banker. I've been a member of BNI off and on since 1998, so super long time. I'm in Miami as well, and I guess my ideal client right now, I've had 6 listings that have closed in the last couple of months, and I need listings desperately. I'm really specialized in listings and sellers. Like magic, I'll get it closed.
Fantastic. Rick Coco.
Hi, everyone. Rick Coco here, Andover, Massachusetts, which is northwest of Boston. Phillips Academy, real nice, desirable area, but we service the Merrimack Valley in southern New Hampshire. I've been with BNI, the founding group, for 11 years. I just started my 45th year of doing real estate, and I am a strong listing agent. And if you know of anybody coming to this area, to the Boston area, we have a lot of people that still work in and around the 128, 93 belt. So keep me in mind. Thank you.
Fantastic. Lisa Lewis.
Good morning, guys. Lisa Lewis with Century 21. I'm with, been with BNI for about 3 years now. I'm with the BNI 100K chapter in Roswell, Georgia. And I service all of Atlanta, north of Atlanta, south, northeast, northwest, anywhere in Georgia that's north of Atlanta. We're definitely looking for listings, but love working with buyers also. And just let me know. They refer to me as Referral Wonder Woman Atlanta. So look out for that.
Fantastic. Marissa out of Boston.
Hi, everyone. I'm Marissa with the Presti Group. We are in the greater Boston area. So I'm representing myself and Marie, who is my team leader. Marie has been in real estate for 20 plus years, and we really specialize with those going through a life transition. So if it's a first-time home buyer, or it's somebody downsizing, maybe someone going through divorce, or maybe a death in the family, we really specialize, navigating those emotions and helping clients through that with real estate.
Great, thank you. Karen Amadon.
So hi, I'm Karen Amadon here in Metro Atlanta with Keller Williams Chattahoochee North. And I have a plan to succeed, which includes a plan, a pre-listing plan, a mega open house plan, multiple offer plan, and an off-market plan. So I plan for everything. And remember, planning is the way to go. And everything I touch turns to sold.
Thanks so much. Jeff Morris.
Good morning, Brad. I am Jeff Morris. My backdrop is our Zoom for the meeting I just came from earlier this morning. I am located in Chicago area, but specifically the south suburbs. I would say that, well, I've been in our 46 member group for about 4 years. It's grown substantially in the last several years. My ask in Illinois, we're seeing a lot of folks leaving Illinois, unfortunately, because of really super high taxes. So I'll combine my ask with anybody that you know that is looking to leave. I'm more than happy to help them. And I'll combine it with one of our members is a divorce attorney this morning. We were talking about, the 3 sales opportunities that we might be able to help each other with. So Chicago, but the south suburbs, Jeff Morris. Thank you.
Thanks, Jeff. Claude Delgado.
Morning, Brad. Morning, folks. My first time ever to this meeting. I've been in BNI for 3 years. I've been a realtor for 3 years and 1 month. So I focus in the San Gabriel Valley area of Los Angeles. That's just east of Pasadena. I focus primarily on baby boomers and their parents, approaching that horrendous life change that old age presents. Anybody that you know is looking to make that move from their home to an assisted living facility, I can help them very well. So it's Claude Delgado with Keller Williams in Pasadena. Thanks, Brad.
Thank you. Colleen McFerrin.
Good morning, everyone. Colleen McFerrin. I am at Compass, and I have a team called Four Bridges Group, and we bridge people with solutions in real estate. And we work in the San Francisco, East Bay, Peninsula region of California. And we are here to help people. Our business is built on referral, and we will take care of anyone that you care about. I'm a longtime Buffini member as well. And so if you combine BNI with Buffini, you have an amazing person on your side. So let me know if I can help you.
Perfect. Thanks, Colleen. Cynthia George.
Sorry about that. I couldn't find my mute.
I am Cindy George with the George Company, and I've been in BNI for 3 years. I'm part of the founding member group, and I am in the Daytona Beach, the greater Daytona Beach area, focusing in on New Smyrna, Port Orange. Our BNI is BNI Power Team, and we just love the group. We've got like 26 members. So my ask is really for my buyers. I am needing more sellers. So as most of you are, I've got 2 listings that we just listed, and they're going to go fast, and just not enough properties for our buyers.
Fantastic. David in Westchester.
Hi, good afternoon. Sure, I'm David Rubin, servicing the greater New York area, so not New York City itself, but Westchester County and Putnam County, New York, and Fairfield County, Connecticut. I've been in BNI for about 7 years in 2 different careers, and really enjoy not only the networking, but also building my networking too. And now I found out that there may actually be inventory in Southern Illinois, so very happy to hear that. Thanks.
Mr. Mike Bruce.
What's happening, everybody? Mike Bruce out of Denver, Colorado. It is a feeding frenzy out here. My last listing was listed at $775. We got an offer at $930 with a cash guarantee. If you know anybody in Denver who is looking at selling, our current market inventory is 8 days. We need to be at 6 months. We're desperate for listings. If you know a buyer, though, we're still getting buyers under contract left and right. So if you want a good team to send business to, take care of your great clients. We're love to help you out. Love to talk to you. Connect with me offline. Take care.
Thanks, Mike. We've got Eileen McVeigh.
Hi, Eileen McVeigh, and I'm in the Jacksonville, Florida area, also St. Augustine, Ponte Vedra. I've been a BNI member for 13 years. My chapter has 85 members. And we are the #3 county in the state of Florida that people are moving to. So if you know anyone coming to North Florida, I'm your gal.
Fantastic. Jen Sullivan. Jen, you there? All right, we'll come back. Judy Trimble.
Good morning, everybody. I guess it's not morning for everyone. I'm Judy Trimble. I'm in Boise, Idaho. I serve about 5 counties because we can actually drive quite far quickly in Idaho. I've been in BNI for about 10 years and a realtor for 16 years. And a great referral for me would be any connections with any of you to deepen my relationships. I've really done that with a lot of agents all over the country this last year, and it's been very wonderful and rewarding to share ideas and share referrals. So Judy Trimble.
Fantastic. Catherine Lomas.
Hi, everybody. Let me turn on my video. Sorry, I was eating my lunch. My real name, I go by my middle name, Jane. I'm a realtor at Keller Williams Midtown in the Atlanta area. My team is called RPM Home Advisors that I'm on. And I've been in BNI for 3 years now and found that the relationships I have formed have been beneficial to my business. And I'm really glad that I'm participating in it. And I recently got my senior real estate specialist designation late last year, and I'm trying to work on that niche. So anyone who is looking to help their parent, if they're in the sandwich generation and are looking to help their parent transition to something easier, send them my way. Thanks.
Thank you. Kay Grundhouse.
Hi, this is Kay Grundhouse with West Shores Realty, and I'm a seniors real estate specialist. Right now, I have 2 listings I'm really excited about. We have many appointments this weekend, and it's not even active yet, so I'm looking forward to that. I work in the Southern California area, the beach cities, Torrance, Redondo, Hermosa, Manhattan, Palos Verdes, that area of Southern California. I've been in BNI 10 years and a realtor for 20. Thank you.
Fantastic. Chet Shaw.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Chet, and I'm with Keller Williams VIP here in Las Vegas, Henderson area. I specialize in probate listings, and also, let's see, I wrote some of this stuff down. The other thing is that I know the American Sign Language. So if you know of any deaf people, send them my way. Thank you.
Great. Maggie Finnegan. All right, James Scarcelli.
James Scarcelli, residential luxury real estate broker in Monarch Beach, Laguna Beach, Newport Beach in Southern California. Been 14 years with the Smart BNI chapter and Buffini. Somebody said Buffini, Buffini. I have a law school background from San Diego, which helps my clients in negotiations as I owned also car dealerships in Southern California. So looking for listings on the coast or anybody on the coast looking to buy or sell. James Scarcelli, Monarch Beach, California. Thank you.
Great, thanks. Nicole Moreau.
Hi, I'm Nicole Moreau with Simply Vegas in Las Vegas, Nevada. Like everyone else, I'm looking for listings and I specialize in probate sales. So if you know anyone that has had a relative pass away in Nevada, I can help them.
Thank you. Kathy in Oklahoma City.
Good morning, everyone, or good afternoon, wherever your location is at. I've been in BNI 11 years, and my husband and I work together as a team. I work with sellers. Steve works with buyers. I am a Gold Club member in BNI, and I like to keep some things tangible. This is 116 closings that I have had directly affected with BNI. And so I love showing this to my new realtors who are getting in the networking game and want to know the benefits of networking with people. So 116 transactions later, directly from BNI. We've got a crazy busy market like everyone else does. We are taking on new buyers. If you've got someone moving into the area, if you think of Oklahoma as a saucepan, there's the handle, there's the pot of the saucepan. We're right in the middle, and we are just above Texas. So keep us in mind, Kathy and Steve with Prime Realty.
Thanks so much. Greta Tucker.
Hello, I am in Orange County, California, a neighbor of James's in Monarch Beach. However, my business is more nationwide because I do a lot of referral business with a multifamily investor group I'm in, as well as incoming referrals from military and veterans, helping people that are in Camp Pendleton or March Air Force Base. So if you know anyone in either of those categories, multifamily or military, please do connect me with them. I've been in BNI for 6 months and a realtor for 16 years.
Fantastic. Rebecca Lowry.
Hi, I'm Rebecca Lowry with Remax Distinctive. This is my first session on here, so I'm really excited. I'm in Huntsville, Alabama. We service all of North Alabama. I've been in BNI for 7 years and a real estate agent for 22 years. We have a team. We have Redstone Arsenal based here, so we are looking for referrals of people moving here, and of course listings. There's a real shortage in our area like everyone else. So I'm excited to meet all of you all, and we will provide 5-star service to all of our clients. We are vested in strategy sessions because right now that's a pivot in this market. People don't know how to buy and sell at the same time. So thank you.
Perfect. Laura Eklund.
Good morning. My name is Laura Eklund with Realty One Group Complete, and I have been in BNI for 10 years and a realtor for 18. So I'm in Rockland, California, which is about 30 minutes out of Sacramento. So I had 15 clients move out of California last year. So if they're moving to your state, please let me know. I'd love to help them.
Fantastic. Scott Martineau.
Brad, thank you so much. I'm seeing people that we've met and done business with on this call. My name is Scott Martineau. I'm with Remax Coastal in Destin, Florida, a founding member of my BNI chapter here in the Panhandle of Florida, and a 12-year residential real estate person. I want to share with you, those of you who are joining for the first time, you're in the right place at exactly the right time. I've gotten so much business from these calls since the beginning of the year. You just don't want to be anywhere else. When Brad posts this, get here, get on the call, and be ready to participate fully. You'll enjoy it.
Thanks, Scott. That's great. Beth Kovacevic.
Thank you so much, Brad, and everybody else. Beth Kovacevic with Sotheby's International Realty in Seattle, sunny Seattle. It's really sunny here today. Thank you for the sunshine, Brad. It's crazy market, as everybody has said. We've been seeing listings go up 500 to 800,000 above list price here in the Seattle area. And I work all of Washington State. I know it's a big state, but I have other realtors that I can help you out with, that I co-list with in the other parts of the state. That I'm typically in the Bellevue, Redmond. You know, you've heard of Redmond with Microsoft, and and I was actually just on the news the other day, Brad. Like, oh my gosh, I got to be on the news, King-Fied News, regarding everybody moving out to rural locations. So Beth Kovacevic, cherishing relationships for life. Thanks.
And someday, Beth, I will get your name correct. I promise.
Oh, you got it. It's perfect. That's perfect.
Kirsten Hagen, you're up.
Hi, I'm Kirsten Hagen. I'm a residential broker in Half Moon Bay, California. I help people all around the San Francisco Peninsula to find their place in the world. And I love referring to people in BNI. You guys are just awesome. I've been in BNI for 5 years and a realtor for 16. And I have the privilege of helping people buy and sell amazing properties right on the coast, where today is very foggy, but that's normal.
Thanks so much. Sonia Diaz.
I'm Sonia Diaz. I help people sell, purchase, and lease commercial properties in Miami-Dade County. In my previous life, I used to be a commercial appraiser and also worked for the largest deluxe conglomerate in the world, LVMH. So a great combination: knowledge, marketing, sales, and customer service at your service. This week, I would like to I have a real serious buyer. He has a $10 million 1031. He's looking for properties, commercial properties, south of Orlando, Florida. If you or someone you know has a listing or a pocket listing, please think of me, Sonia Diaz, commercial real estate.
Fantastic. Susan Stoll.
Hi, I'm Susan Stoll. I'm with Windermere Realty Group in the greater Portland, Oregon metro area. Love listings. Listings are fun. I actually still work and make the, do as much as I can to sell them. I have a great strategy for buyers to actually get the home. So if you know somebody that's trying to get their first home or just move to the Portland area, I'd love to have a chance to chat with them. Susan Stoll with Windermere. Thank you.
Great. And Colleen Duttmers.
Morning, everyone. Colleen Duttmers here in Tacoma, Washington. So Beth's got you covered north, Susan's got you covered south, and we're here to help you. We are Joint Base Lewis McChord and Bremerton Navy. So I'd love to connect with all of you that are working with military. We specialize in that. My team is the Duttmers team, and we are able to get your buyers accepted right now. We're really experts in this market. We do have some strategies as well. I too like calling them a Buffini agent. So the perfect thing is having referrals. We work them. That's our 90% of our business is referral. And my team and I did about 75 transactions last year, and it was 90% referral from people like you and from our database and from around the country. So we are happy to here to serve you and connect you with good people. And that's what I know. And we deliver personal service with professional results while having fun, because fun is key to my team. So we'd love to help you. Thank you. And thanks, Brad, for putting this together again.
Thanks so much. Michaela Morenz.
Good morning. Happy Thursday, everybody. I'm Michaela Morenz with Blake Real Estate. I am in the Tampa area, specifically the peninsula on the peninsula. I work the beach county Last year, TripAdvisor, or the last few years, TripAdvisor has always named our beaches, Clearwater Beach and St. Pete Beach, the best beaches in the United States. I've been in BNI for 2 years. I've been a realtor for 8 years, and about 4,000 people per month are trying to move into our area. Frontier Airlines, which is based in Denver, Colorado, is actually moving part of their hub to the Tampa area. So pilots, flight attendants, or anybody working at Frontier Airlines, I'd like to connect with anybody that knows someone from there.
Great, thank you. Dawn Wilson.
Hi, I'm Dawn Wilson. I work in the DC metro area, so DC, Northern Virginia, and parts of Maryland. I have been a realtor for almost 17 years, and I've been in BNI for about 16 years. And we help buyers and sellers, and we often have a lot of government people. So I work with a lot of State Department. I also work with a lot of military as well. And so if you know anybody moving to the area who needs to sell in the area, I'd love to hear from you. I'm with TTR, Sotheby's International Realty. Thanks.
Fantastic. Deborah Geis.
Sorry, I had to unmute. Sorry. Deborah Giese, Compass Real Estate Team at RE/MAX Peninsula. I am primarily in the Williamsburg, Virginia area. However, I cover, and my team as well, cover Richmond to Virginia Beach and all areas between, to include Gloucester, the Peninsula with Newport News, Yorktown, all of those things, and into Norfolk, Suffolk, Carrollton areas. As always, we cover your military referrals. I have MRP, CRS, a lot of designations, but very in tune to first-time home buyers as well as veteran buyers. And we would love to have any buyers or sellers, people who are coming here or leaving the area.
Great, thanks, Deborah. Tony Baroni. Tony, there? All right. Is there anyone that I've missed? All right, Elaine, go ahead.
Good afternoon, Elaine Sisman, Kai South Beach. I've been a BNI South Beach exclusive realtor for over 13 years. I've been in the business with Kai's 18 years. I'm looking for New Yorkers. I'm looking for tech and medical and restaurant companies that are moving to South Florida. I grew up here where connections matter when you're trying to get inventory. And I'm known as a realtor you can trust. Thank you.
Great. Is there anyone else I missed?
Yes.
Cindy.
Chicago. I work with buyers, sellers, and investors. We have quite a few people buying second homes in downtown Chicago now. They're getting beautiful deals on condominiums. And so I'm happy to take your referrals and take good care of them. I've been in BNI, actually started my chapter 7 years ago. We're in the Lincoln Park and the north side of Chicago and downtown. So take good care of anybody that you send. Thank you.
Great. Cindy.
Good morning. It's great to be here. This is the first time I joined this group, and I'm very excited to get to know all of you and refer business back and forth. I've been involved with BNI for quite a few years, probably maybe 7 years. And I'm located here in the greater Palm Springs area, Harcourt's Desert Homes. I joined the real estate industry because my husband and I own an insurance brokerage for over 33 years. And I've been involved in the real estate industry all that time with the different MLS out here in the desert. So anybody you have coming this way, I'd appreciate the referral, and I take great care of them.
Great, thanks, Cindy. Carmen.
Good morning, everyone. This is Carmen Carr. I'm proudly affiliated with Engel & Firkers, Truckee, California, Lake Tahoe, California. Who do you know who owns a home up here, a second home, a vacation home? Who do you know who would like to own a home up here, a vacation home, condo, lakefront, whatever the needs are? Please keep me in mind for all your Lake Tahoe, Truckee referrals. And I've been part of BNI since 2008. And I actually founded our chapter, Mountain High BNI.
got a nice ring to it. Hey, Tony Baroni, I know you're here.
Tony Baroni, Keller Williams Realty. I'm in Tampa Bay and Orlando, Florida, and I've been in BNI for about 11 years. Been in real estate for 16 years, and our team is in the top 5 in the state of Florida. And we specialize in a couple things: relocations and agent referrals, which I'm going to talk about here in a little bit, and listings. So right now we have 79 under contract, and it's a very, very tight market, very, very crazy right now. So my tagline is, don't call a phony, call Tony Baroni.
Awesome. Anyone else that I missed?
Yes. Hello. Yes.
Go ahead.
Okay. Maureen Ilanovsky with Keller Williams Realty in Westfield, New Jersey. I've been with BNI 10 years and a realtor for 16. I have my CRS designation and my senior specialist designation. I work mainly on listings, but I will help buyers as well. So if you know anyone who's moving from or moving to the areas of New Jersey that are mainly commuter towns, but I also will go far for listings. But for buyers, I'm more in the commuter towns like Westfield, Summit, and those areas. Thank you.
Fantastic. Last call. All right, I think we're good. Well, thank you everyone for keeping that short and sweet. I did want to give a special shout out to Mr. Jose Fernandez. Thank you so much, Jose, out of Miami. Jose's been here with me running the back end and helping me out with the Zoom through all these calls. So thank you very much. Let's give him a round of applause. So I told you we have 2 more things for you today. Number 1 is I'm going to introduce to you Mr. Tony Baroni. You got a quick chance to say a little bit about himself. He's a modest guy, but Tony, I look up to. He has an incredible referral business and really does a great job at what he does. He uses something called the Promise Script, which he's going to talk to you a little bit about today. The Promise Script is something that he did not originate, but has, I believe, perfected. It's gotten him over 2,000 reviews online, referrals galore, and he also is on track to do about 350 to 400 closings on his team this year. And as he mentioned, about 79 in escrow currently. He's been in BNI and continues to remain in BNI even after all of his success. He's been there for about 11 to 12 years. And I'm going to put Tony Baroni on the stage. Make sure you change your speaker function so you can see him front and center. All right, Tony, take it away, buddy.
Thanks for having me, Brad. I think this is pretty awesome. You creating this group, and I've met a lot of people because of you. So thank you so much for putting this together. I think we can all say that, and thank you for taking the lead on this. So I'm Tony Baroni. I'm based out of Tampa Bay, Florida, and basically we cover all of Tampa Bay, and we have an expansion office in Orlando. So just if you need help, you can think of us for Florida, and I assure you we'll get you in the right hands. If we don't cover that area, we'll make sure we get you with the best person to help you. So Brad asked me today to jump on and talk about the promise. And really the promise, I'm going to go back to a little bit of the history here, was at a Keller Williams conference, a guy named Mike Hicks out of, I believe, Idaho Falls, Idaho, was talking about this thing he called the promise. And really the promise was where he basically would ask for a referral through the transaction, and he would measure if he was delivering the promise if he got a referral from when he started working with them to closing. Okay, so then I thought to myself, I'm like, we do the same thing, yet we focus on a 5-star review at the end. So I said, what would it look like if we actually combine the referral with the reviews? So that's really kind of what I want to talk to you guys about today. I think that as we talk through this, I wanted to just mention that it goes way beyond just your business. It goes to any member in your chapter. So I want to preface it with that. That's how I would think about this today. How do you implement it if it's a fit? And if it's not a fit, or is it a fit, can you teach others in your chapter, in your BNI chapter, how to do this and do it effectively? Would we all agree if they give you more referrals, that would be a good thing? The answer is yes, always, right? So absolutely. So I need a role play partner, if possible, and I just would love to roll through this. Laura sent me a handwritten note I got today. So, Laura, would you be my my role play partner today? Awesome. Well, thank you guys. Practice what you preach. Here's her card. Here's her handwritten note. Impressive. So great job, Laura. I appreciate you sending that out. So when we go on a presentation or we talk to anyone, we're going to talk about the promise initially. So I'm going to roll through a role play. Let's act like it's a listing appointment. We all need listings, right? So let's act like this is a great day and we're going on 5 listing appointments, and that's one of them is going to be with Laura. So Laura, you're the seller, I'm the realtor, and let's start with that. So Laura, thank you for inviting me out to your house today. I really, really appreciate it. I don't know if you know this, but there's thousands of realtors in Tampa Bay, thousands. And for me to be sitting here with you is really a privilege. And I just wanted to say thank you for the invite out to your house.
Well, I have to say, like everything in life, everybody goes to Google to find out what reviews are. And at the end of the day, people are not going to hold back if they had a bad experience or if they had a lovely experience. So for the fact that you have, I don't know, 5 million reviews that are 5-star, that's exactly why you're sitting in our home today.
Well, Laura, I saw that, and I really appreciate that, that you read reviews. I know I do, so that means a lot to me. So thanks for finding us online. And, you know, I'm going to talk to you today a little bit of how we create that 5-star experience, if that's okay.
Yeah, I'd love to hear it.
Okay, so the first thing I wanted to talk to you about is really what we call the promise. Okay, the promise really is to give you the best experience you could ever imagine receiving in real estate. That's my goal, that's my team's goal, and that's really what we want to do today. So if we're able to do that, Laura, let me ask you a question. If we're able to do this, how would that make you feel?
Oh, I would be excited.
Awesome, awesome. So in return, we'd ask for 2 things, Laura. Is it okay if I go over those?
Yes.
Okay, so if we are able to create this 5-star experience and give you the most unbelievable experience you've ever had in real estate, the first thing we're going to ask for is a review at the end. Okay, so we want to know how we did. We wouldn't know how we did without actually getting a review. And we're going to ask for a review on 7 key websites today at the end of this process. Okay, would that be okay if we deliver this type of experience to you?
I love the experience, but holy smokes, 7 sounds like a lot. Is
I
it?
know. I asked for a lot, Laura. I asked for a lot, but I promise you, I'm going to do my very best to make sure you're thrilled. And at the end, if you don't want to do 7, that's okay, but I'm going to ask for 7 today.
Okay.
Okay. The second thing is sometime between today and closing, I want you so thrilled that you're compelled to send me someone else to replace yourself. Even though you'll probably be irreplaceable, Laura, I can tell you're going to be great to work with. I want you to actually put me in contact with someone that has real estate needs that I can help. Okay. Would that be okay?
Yes.
Okay, awesome, awesome. So can I tell you what the promise is not, Laura?
Yes, definitely want to hear that.
So the promise does not mean everything's going to be perfect. In fact, there will be things that go sideways throughout this transaction. And here's the deal. My best value comes with challenges. Because I have a lot of experience, I'm going to be able to help navigate through that with you. And we're going to make sure we get ahead of all the issues and not behind. All right. So as we go through things, there's human beings involved in real estate, and they tend to create some problems sometimes. Wouldn't you agree?
Yes.
So we're going to help each other get through that and get you to closing together. So I just wanted to make sure we're on the same page with that. And I really look forward to delivering the promise to you. And let's talk about some marketing.
That sounds good.
So we're going to roll into that. We're going to get into marketing. So that's really what we do. That's what we talk about. And then we're going to do check-ins along the way. And that may look like once you're under contract, Laura, we're going to ask you, hey, Laura, just have a really quick question. On a scale from 1 to 5, how would you rate that we're delivering the promise to you so far?
Definitely a 5. I love the communication.
So let's say she says a 4, right? She says a 4. I'm going to say, what would make it a 5? And she's going to tell me whatever she tells me. And normally it's something that really is nothing to do with us. Typically it's like title's not doing something, or a lender, or the buyers are driving them nuts, or the buyer's agent, or whatever the case may be. But without asking for feedback, we don't know if she's happy or not, right? So we're asking about 8 times throughout the transaction how we're doing, right? How are we doing so far with the promise? So I'm going to give you a quick story of BNI. There's a painter, and I taught a class. So basically what I'm doing today, I taught our BNI one day. This is how I get business. We package it as the promise. This is what I do. So we had a brand new painter in our chapter that scheduled a one-on-one with me. He came to my office and he's like, "Hey, Tony, can you tell me more about these reviews and how you do it and blah, blah, blah." So we start talking. I set him up with Google My Business is where we started. And I helped him set up his profile. And fast forward a year later, he's the top online review person or painter in the entire area. And his whole business is built upon reviews. So, you know, that's the type of opportunity we have to teach others on how to do what we do. The other thing Brad and I talked about, it doesn't have to be reviews. Maybe you're lousy at reviews. You know, maybe you're terrible at getting referrals. You know, whatever you're good at, teach, reach out to others and show them how to do it. And last year I did, when the pandemic hit, I decided I'm going to teach more than I ever have. And I did 75 classes online and built a pretty awesome agent referral network that we've had for a while, but we really had a great year last year, and we closed almost 100 closings based on agent referrals alone. So we closed 95 last year. So I want to put that out there. That may be a good idea for anyone, whatever you're great at. And I heard a lot of niches today. I heard a lot of specialties. You know, what if you partner with some of your BNI chapter members and figure out how to tag team those type of clients together, right? So that's a couple things I wanted to talk to you about today. And then the last thing I wanted to just touch on was how to create unpaid salespeople, right? So your BNI, I'm sure most of you are one of the top 3 in your chapter as far as giving business. Normally the realtor is. So that giver's gain mentality, there's no reason they shouldn't be giving business back to you. Because let's face it, guys, there's a lot of good electricians. There's a lot of good plumbers out there. So our job is to find people that understand that they should also be scratching your back when you scratch theirs, right? So finding partners that actually will help get you business is half the battle. And, you know, a good check-in for that, let's role play through that, Laura. I'm going to go to lunch. Let's say, Laura, I know I'm knocking it out of the park. I'm her top referral giver. Out of anyone she knows, right? So I'm going to do a check-in. I'm usually going to do this over lunch, and I'm going to pay for Laura's lunch, and I'm going to say, so Laura, let me ask you, you know, I'm really competitive as a realtor. How am I doing for you? You know, am I your top referral giver in the chapter?
Yes.
Awesome. Awesome. I was hoping that would be the answer. So that's why I wanted to get together today. I wanted to just break some bread, sit down with you, say thank you for all you're doing for our clients. I've had awesome feedback. And I just wanted to say thank you today.
Oh, you're so welcome. And thank you for lunch.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. So one thing, you know, we're going to chit chat, and then eventually I'm going to talk about, you know, our referral, basically how referrals are going. So Laura, let me ask, one thing I do, I track pretty closely everything on my business, and I want to make sure I haven't missed anything. Who are you sending your real estate business to right now?
You know what? Right now I don't have a need. I mean, you would definitely be my person. You're in my chapter. I would definitely give it to you first.
Sure. So I didn't know, because I'm looking and I don't see that we've received anything. I just wanted to make sure that I would still be in consideration for any referrals that you would have for real estate. So you are not referring to anyone else? Is that what you're saying?
I have not referred to anyone else. You would be my person. Maybe I'm just not asking the right questions.
Okay, no, yeah, no worries, no worries. Sometimes we'll time out there. Sometimes she's gonna say, well, yeah, I refer it to my realtor that I used way back when. That's sometimes the case. And then you're gonna say, well, can I be second? Most people want to interview multiple realtors. Can I be in that list of people to be interviewed when that opportunity presents itself? Would that be okay? And essentially, then we're gonna get into a conversation of agreement on what I feel is obtainable in the next 6 months, So Laura, I'm looking for partners that actually want to send me business too. And I know you do. It sounds like you haven't had any of those opportunities. Do you think we could get a couple opportunities in the next 3 months?
Absolutely. I think maybe if we're sitting down like we are now and you just tell me the right questions to ask, because maybe I'm missing those windows of opportunities.
So the point is, guys, like, you got to bring it up, because the reality is you may just stop giving Laura business because you're frustrated that she's not giving you business, but she might not even be aware of that's important to you, right? So don't be afraid to have the uncomfortable conversations in order to help get more business. Because I mean, if she gives me a couple referrals in a year, I mean, that's not going to be a bad thing for me. But one thing I do require is that everyone is looking for business for myself if I give them a lot of business. It's just the way I look at things. So don't be afraid to have those tough conversations too with your BNI members, just on, sometimes they're referring to someone else. Sometimes you're second or third. And is it not good to know that, right? It's absolutely gold to know that. And at the end of the day, there's a lot of great electricians out there. There's a lot of great plumbers out there. And that's just the way it is, right? So you might as well bring it up. I've had this conversation where I've gotten 4 referrals at the table. And it's like, they had no clue. They're just clueless that they should even be looking for me, right? To be honest. So that's what I wanted to talk to you guys today about. And I hope you got a little bit out of that. At the very top, when we started here, I posted tonybrony.com/realtor resources. I have a lot of videos on there about various topics. If you go in there and sign up, you'll have access to all of that. I have my website that we use for reviews. It has where you can read all the reviews and write all the reviews all in one place. We're going to be rolling out a product here in the next 30 to 60 days, where if you guys need help with that, we can help you with that and create that for you. So, and if you sign up for Realtor Resources, we'll let you know when that is as well. And hope you guys got some value out of today. And it's always a pleasure to be here. And thanks again, Brad, for setting this all up.
Awesome, Tony. So Tony's taking the time, actually. He brought us some great topics in terms of training his BNI members, coaching them up or coaching them out, and then also the promise. So he really covered in a short amount of time 3 different real concepts, right? And his promise goes so much deeper. I would recommend, I just reposted them for you, the link to learn a little bit more about the promise, because it starts from the initial phone call and goes all the way through to the end and after. Even when you're not getting the reviews, how do you keep them accountable to actually provide that review and referral towards the end? So Tony does an incredible job with this. And our goal today is also to bring you to some breakout rooms to talk about these concepts, right? We've got the promise. We've got coaching your sales staff, that free or unpaid salespeople. We want to talk about that. So we want to bring some of these concepts to light. We're going to do some breakout rooms. And if Jose's getting ready and putting that together for us, we will pop into smaller breakout rooms to discuss these topics. Jose, do you have the questions ready as well?
Yep, just posted that first question for that first breakout. And how will you take the promise back to your BNI chapter and teach all it?
Awesome. So is everybody ready to do a little networking? Before we go, take yourself off mute and give Tony a big round of applause.
Good job, Tony.
Good
job, Tony.
Great job. Tony, you rock, buddy. And as always, I love having you. Let's hit some breakout rooms inspired by Tony. Here we go.
Hey, Brad, hold on. So how much time you want to do for this one?
So we're like 35 minutes. What's the second question?
1 second. So first, hold on, let me just write the time, 1:55. Second question is, what will be the one thing that you will teach to build your agent-to-agent referral?
We didn't really touch on that much. I wonder if we just kind of drop that.
Yeah.
And let's move into having conversations about accountability with your BNI members.
Okay, so how you want to pose that question?
Well, let's put it in there as, how can we role play? What can we do to role play in our breakout rooms to have challenging conversations with our BNI members that are not referring to us?
What can we do? Or role play?
Just instead of a question, just put role play challenging conversations to have with BNI members that are not referring us.
Role play challenging conversation to have with BNI members that are not referring us business. Okay, so role play challenging conversations to have with BNI members that are not referring us business.
Yeah.
Okay, and then the third one that I had was what other agent-to-agent resources could you tap into?
I think we just drop it.
Yeah.
We didn't talk about it at all. Let's just drop it. Let's just keep 2 because we're going to be light on time. So let's leave them in there for 10 minutes and do a 11:05 or was it 2:05 for you?
Yeah.
And then we'll take 3 or 4 minutes. I'll talk about that content real quick, and then we'll push them back in to talk about the challenging conversations.
Perfect. So I'll bring them back 2:05, 1 or 2 minutes, and then we'll break them again for another 7 to 10 minutes.
Cool.
Cool. Okay.
Let me go pop into one.
Okay. Awesome. Broadcast message.
I thought was very interesting because we have so many people coming from the Bay Area to Northern California, but the majority of it is still conventional loans. So I don't know what else everyone else has seen, but that was kind of shocking.
It's like one in 5 here in Southern New York. Sorry, Lisa.
Oh, no, we have about the same, about 20 to 30% at least in cash, but I think it's growing here because we got a lot of programs like the ribbon program that people are starting to use. They'll pay that fee to, in our office, we actually now have a easy sell program and an easy buy program. We have our broker got a group of investors together that will actually, for a flat fee, pay cash for the house and then let you buy it afterwards.
What?
Wow, that's cool.
I think there's a lot of those programs that are causing us to have more cash buyers, but then in the long run, they're getting a loan for the house afterwards, especially if they need to sell. We can't get anybody under contract with a contingency in Atlanta.
No.
Forget it.
Yeah. We have in Florida, we have a lot of eastern seaboarders, so New Jersey, New York, coming down with a lot of cash.
So you can hit it pretty big on the influential people out there. You know, will give you tons and tons of business, but it's all about planting the seed. And then I didn't get into it today, but you know, I'm teaching them day one to do a 3-way text to me as an intro. So then I have control over, you know, it's like the BNI, you know, fill out, you do it online so that you have their permission to call, and your percentage goes way up to be able to do business with them over time.
Do you get any resistance from your BNI chapter on doing this? Is there anybody that could say there's something here that's not wonderfully good and positive?
No, I haven't. In fact, I have a merchant services guy. He just copied basically exactly what I do, and he's growing like crazy. And you know, like I said, I stole it from someone else too, essentially. So, you know, I think the whole concept is it's there for the taking, and it's not going to be the perfect model for certain businesses. Maybe they don't feel comfortable with it or whatever. And like I got really into like, you know, having a real conversation with other members. And I think that's a turn on. I could feel the energy shift with when everyone's like, whoa, that's a lot. But I mean, the reality is you're probably their top referral giver. So
Yes.
you might as well know who you're in business with, right? And
Yeah,
then
that's right.
some type of expectation. Because it's not like I'm asking for business unless I'm giving them tons of business. I mean, I would not be going to lunch with them if I wasn't giving them a lot of business. And I'm talking like a lot. I mean, there's people I give $300,000, $400,000 of revenue a year to. I have no problem saying, hey man, I need some business back, you know? And the second they know that, they're like, oh my God, he's going to pull his business from me. They'll get to work for you.
Yeah, absolutely.
After that conversation, so you have that lunch or you have that time with that person saying, hey, you know, I've been referring, you know, would you refer me? Do they get that sense like maybe you will stop referring if you don't get something back?
For sure. Yeah. And I think sometimes they're, you know, if they understand business and how it works, they're gonna be nervous at that point that they may not get the business in the future unless they make some changes, you know. And so I have no problem, you know, talking through that. And to keep in mind, guys, like I'm giving way more business. I mean, since I've been in BNI, I've given over $4 million of business to people. So it's not like I'm asking for this stuff. And, you know, it's only the people I'm doing business with at a high level. And I wouldn't even ask until a certain amount of time.
Yeah, that's a really great reminder, Tony. I really love what you had to say, because we have to keep asking for referrals and I mean, and testimonials as well. But I need to become better at it because as of this morning, I had a client call me up saying, you're amazing and you're my celebrity realtor because you were on the news. And I'm like, yay. But did I ask for a referral right then? We need to ask for referrals when they're happy with us, right? It's like, what? I missed out on that opportunity. Now that you're talking about, I'm like, why do I not? It needs to be automatic. And so I'm gonna practice.
Well, here's how I say it, Beth. So Beth, great news. The appraisal came back. We're good to go. And you're gonna say, awesome, right? And then I'm gonna say, hey, just curious, is there anyone else that you know that has real estate needs that I can help today? I say it like that. I don't say, do you know anyone that needs to buy, sell, invest, and blah, 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 blah. I just say, do you have anyone that has real estate needs that I can help? And I stop and listen and let them talk, right? And I am so comfortable saying that at this point because I'm just really want to help more people, to be honest. It has nothing to do with me. It's everything to do with being able to service more people. And, you know, if they're good people, they probably know good people, right? So we want more of those.
Yes, for sure. Yeah, okay. That was the best opportunity I had this morning and I didn't take it.
Call them back.
Yeah, call them back. You'll get it.
It's still the same day, same, just a couple of hours, whatever, call them back.
Well, it's just like us guys, right? Like if you have a referral in San Diego, I hope that it would be Brad Seaman because Brad has added more value than anyone else in San Diego, right? So that's how I think of it is how do we add value to people where they're compelled to do good deeds for us, right? And
yeah, for sure.
Thank you.
So would you text him back instead of call? Like and just say, hey, thank you so much for that compliment. And then what do you say? Just curious. Do you have anybody? What would you
just
do
say,
for me?
you know, yeah, is there anyone you know that has any real estate needs? Or hey, I have a goal of helping X amount of people this year. So I have one question for you. Is there anyone you know that I could help with any real estate needs? Hey, when it does, and they'll say, no, not right now. Hey, when that opportunity presents itself, Would you be willing to do a three-way text to introduce us? And
Yeah.
some people will say no to that, right? And I could care less. Like if they say no, I'm just like, oh, okay, well, what would make you feel comfortable? You know, how do you want to do it when you do have that opportunity?
That's good.
You could even go back and just say, I forgot to ask, right?
So
Like,
would you, we're almost 10 seconds out. Would you text back?
I'd call.
You'd
I'd call or text, yeah.
Okay.
I'd call.
All right, how did everybody do in the first breakout session?
Great, thank you.
I loved it.
Did you get some value to take away? Any big ahas from the first one that somebody wants to share real quick before we jump into our next session? My aha, can I share you mine? Tony has so much tact in the words that he uses in everything that he says. He's so refined when it comes to how he asks for things and the way he goes about doing things that he doesn't make anybody feel on the spot. Let me take it back. He makes them feel on the spot without calling them out. He does an incredible job of using the right words to make them feel good, to continue the relationship, but still ask questions that are right. So very good in that breakout room. Anybody else have an aha?
I think for me, the big aha was to bring it back to my chapter. I thought, you know, what a great skill set. And I'm familiar with the promise, but nevertheless, bringing it to the individuals in my chapter, I think that's an excellent idea. That was a big aha for me.
I love it. I love it. I see here in the chat, there's one more. No, that was something completely separate. So, all right, so we're going to break out into the next one. We shuffled our questions a little bit based on our content today, but the one thing that I loved was the conversation about creating unpaid salespeople and keeping them accountable and understanding that givers gain philosophy. So this time, I'd love for you to, in the breakout room, do a little role playing about how to keep the members of your chapter accountable to giving you business. Now, this could be somebody that's not giving you any business, or it could be somebody that is giving you business. What are you doing? What conversations are you having on a regular basis to make sure that they're reminded to think of you first? Everybody understand? So let's role play that. Everybody bring out your best scripts. They might be clunky at first, but let's talk about it. Let's engage and see how we can get better at role playing with our BNI members. All right, Jose, go for it, bud. So everybody's all over the place when it comes to what they're talking about.
Yeah.
As I was popping in and out of rooms, talking about the market, I'm like, so you can't see the headliner, it like goes away. So I don't know if just putting it in the chat instead of a broadcast would be effective from here. But like the moment you put it up, it flashes across the screen and then I don't see it anymore.
No, but it's on the chat. I put it on the chat first. Go to the different rooms.
I see it on the chat now for number 2.
Yeah, it was, and number 1 was there too. I did both the broadcast and I did the chat. But real,
you could keep like a banner up top that just stayed there, so everybody would be forced to keep on topic. But
realtors don't read.
No big deal. I think everybody's getting some something out of it.
So what time? So it's 11:10.
10 minutes. So 10 minutes from now, we'll pop back in the room. I'm not going to do a whole lot. I'm just going to announce a couple of upcoming things.
You're going to do June 17, no?
Yeah, June 17. And then I want to talk about any other events that are in person that somebody might want to throw a get together. NAR being one of them. and because San Diego is easy for me to do that. And then Keller Williams stuff as it rolls out. I was actually thinking about getting a big house in Orlando and seeing if anybody wants to stay in a house that's BNI.
Actually, there's a guy from LA he's not part of BNI. He does it with the luxury agent.
David Hitt, yeah.
Yeah.
Inspired by, I can't stand the guy, but it's inspired by him.
Yeah.
And you normally rent out like a resort. It's normally like, 10, 15 rooms, and then they all have a common meeting place. So we got enough people to do that.
Is that for mega camp or family, or that's for family reunion next year?
Probably for family reunion at this point. I don't know how in person. If people want to do it for mega camp, I do that too.
But I think for family reunion, I think it's great. And I'm sure there's going to be people on board.
Yeah, it's orchestrating it and making sure we get deposits and stuff from people up front. So anyways,
okay,
let me go pop into one of these and I'll see you back out in a minute.
We'll be 220 back here. Okay. Yeah.
I want to move, I want to join.
I have relationships with other people, and I don't have that right to all the business, but what I do have the right to is the business that originates somewhere from BNI. So I've got relationships with roofers that have put a ton of money in my pocket, HVAC people that are all not in the BNI chapter. But if it starts in BNI or originates from BNI, it stays in BNI. So if somewhere along that line, someone has given me a referral and they need an HVAC company, it goes back to the HVAC seat in the chapter. That's how I have been able to keep that straight. And that's what I expect from my chapter members as well. So I might have that conversation on my 60-second presentation on Wednesday.
Scott, one of the other things that I have started doing, and I try to do it about once a month in my presentation, is if you know of anybody that is looking to sell out of state or moving from out of state here, to keep in mind. But what I've gotten is a couple referrals that they knew somebody that was selling down in North Carolina. And I said, I can refer you to that person, but I can find, to Remax, I'm a Remax agent, so I can look and I know what kind of business they do. So I can find you one of the top agents there that's going to take very good care of your son or daughter or mother and father, whatever it is. And so that has made a difference because I don't get the listing, but I get the referral, and I get to give the referral, they get to give me a referral to BNI, and I get to make a referral, and I get to give business to the person down there that, now what I started to do was, now that, with BNI, I can look everywhere and see who in BNI in that area is a real estate agent. So I can make the referral through BNI, but at least get a referral out of it. Because, what I found was one person did that, and, and he's been in BNI for, 17, 18 years, and he referred himself down. And the other thing is, unfortunately, we have two realtors in my group. Thanks to the closing attorney and the loan officer who was on membership, they brought in a buyer agent. And so my seat got split. And this, this gentleman who's going down he's actually going down to Chattanooga, Tennessee. We had a conversation and he didn't talk about listing. So I said, I'm thinking you're not going to be listing your house with me. And he said, no, he said, I don't know how to bring that up. I said, well, I would have appreciated if you had just said, by the way, I'm going to be listing with Linda. Her husband passed away. We became close, blah, blah, blah. I said, Larry, I could understand that. But if you had just talked to me, I said, I could have referred you to someone in BNI and gotten a referral fee. You would have had, thank you for closed business. So, it just brings it to mind that we can do business that way and still make some money. Look at the group we have here, right? BNI, it's amazing.
Well, going back to the question, I think it's important that
when you don't receive referrals from the group or, somebody that you've been sending business to or what have you, some of it is on you. You've got to have that one-to-one, that sit down. I'm sorry. You've got to have that sit down to talk about it, to figure out, maybe I'm not educating them properly on what makes a good referral or how to refer me or what to look for and what are the hints. Somebody's, starting to pack up their boxes and having a garage sale. Well, hello, maybe they're thinking about moving, so and just keep touching them and don't blame them. Never come from, I'm not blaming you, or anything like that. Let's just talk about it to see, where we can move forward. And, the chosen one script, which is what Tony was talking about at the end, who, if your friend was moving, who would you refer them to? And that way you find out, if you're not the number one, then you can at least ask for the opportunity. Right. And if you know that you're never going to stand a chance, like the real estate agent in my group whose husband's a realtor, then that's okay. You accept that and you move on, and you know that that's not where you're going to spend most of your time sending business. So
can I share a story about that real quick, Karen?
Mm-hmm.
So in San Diego, everybody has their license. There's 22,000 of them in the county. And there's probably 9 members in my chapter that have their license and another 10 that have a family member or someone close to them that is in real estate. And I thought the same way as you, Karen, to start out. The financial advisor in our group, his mom has been an agent for 35 years. And I recognized it. I sat down with him. I said, it's okay. I don't mind. Everybody's a realtor. And I asked to be second, just as we talked about. And instead of saying I'm not going to focus my energy there, I continued to pour into him with referrals. And I've now gotten $3 million sales out of him because the fit wasn't right, or he didn't think his mom would work with that client, or the B of A lender, he works at Merrill Lynch, didn't want it to go to a family member. So there's different reasons, and be cautious about like pulling back. I mean, Tony's philosophy is, I think, it's all in. If I'm all in with you, I expect. And I changed it a little bit, and I said, if I'm just going to go all in with you, it doesn't matter, right? And not only does that show up in different ways from other members in the chapter, but now I've got the son of a realtor sending me business. It's taken years to do it, but ultimately, and she's going to retire soon, and there's going to be a whole database
That's right.
there that are going to come my way. So don't count it out. Just be cautious not to count it out and pull completely back.
That's right. My real estate attorney could always get a divorce.
Yeah.
You just never know.
Is everyone having these difficult conversations? I know that they're not easy.
Yes, I am. I'm doing it with the title agents. We found some other ways for him to refer different businesses. But one of the things that happens is I'm probably about 20-to-1 in terms of giving versus receiving, right? In the way that it kind of works in real estate. Totally fine with it. I also feel like that's my responsibility to educate, to bring back the promise and the 5-star review concept back to my group. That will be helpful to them. And then I get business other ways, occasionally, but it still hurts when you lose one, right? It still hurts when you lose one.
Yeah, I did 3 sales with an estate planning attorney last year, and then he bought a house without me. And I sent him a bottle of champagne to his house. Said, congratulations on your new place, and completely took the high road.
Right.
And,
that's right.
What comes of it, but I'm hoping just to keep a relationship. It's okay. People make decisions. It's fine.
Yes.
The thing is, you don't know what kind of relationship they have or what was promised at some point. So I love the idea that you said, hey, congratulations, and sent a bottle of champagne. That was great.
Don't judge.
Because you'll get more business when he refers somebody. I just got the referral that way. She didn't sell with me, but she gave me 2 referrals.
I love the conversation. It was good. Anybody else feel the same way?
Really great.
Now, I'm not calling you out, but if you're not having difficult conversations right now, now's the time to think about it. right? How can we talk to our BNI members? How can we give value, educate them? What can we do to keep members accountable to sending you business and earn that right? It's really important to have these conversations to get the most out of BNI, right? And if you're not doing 6, 12 transactions a year at a minimum, we're probably not having the right conversations, right? So keep that up. Any ahas from your breakout rooms?
Yeah, for us, instead of saying, can I introduce you? And Tony says just, I'm going to have my guy call you. You know, I'm going to have him call you. You don't ask for permission. Hey, I'm just going to have him call you, and then they can come together. I love that.
So you're you're just notifying the referral that you've got a guy and they're going to call you.
So like you're doing the intro, and then I think Tony, you can speak up, but then you do the 3-way text, right?
I just do the suggested close. I mean, if they asking me for my opinion on a pressure washer, I'm not saying, okay, well, let me see if I can get permission for them to call, and then I'll connect you. I just say, okay, I'll have them call you right away. And then the key is you've got to make sure the person knows you're referring them, right? So you want the pressure washer to know, and I use Jeff as example when we're talking about it, you know, hey, Jeff Morris is going to be calling you, and I referred him today to you. So I want you to know that. And then if they're comfortable, you do a 3-way text, and then tell a story on the text of, you know, hey, Jeff's the best of the best, and here's what he did for me. And I wanted to connect 2 of my favorite people today. Good luck, guys. You know, something like that.
Awesome. I love that. What else? Riveting stuff.
Can I talk?
Participated out in the breakout rooms. Go ahead, Rick.
Okay. So I like the fact that, you know, what was said is, if I'm not your favorite realtor, could I be number 2? That was my big takeaway from this. I mean, I got some, I've got some great notes here already, but that was one of the takeaways because I know that, that people have connections. And in our breakout room, I know I started talking about, I had a client, I sold her mother's house. I sold the land for her. I had done a market analysis on her condo. And then next thing I know, she sold her condo with somebody, and it wasn't me. And she was no longer in BNI, but she has since referred 2 people to me. And I'm thinking, I just need to, I'm going to thank her because I just got the other referral and send her a thank you note for thinking of me. But I guess I have to have that difficult conversation. I'm curious as to why, when you sold your condo, how do I approach that? Or do I just let it go?
If she's sending you referrals, don't even have the conversation.
Okay, there you go. Because
I know it's champagne and congratulate her on the purchase of the sale.
Yeah, that was actually a couple of years ago. So, but because I was looking, I wrote this down. Have difficult conversations, and that would have been a difficult. So I'm glad. Yeah, so I won't make that call. I'll just thank her for the referrals. Okay.
One thing I always say, guys, is I'll just say, Rick, one thing I appreciate is loyalty very, very much. So, if you already have a relationship that's been awesome for you with a realtor, I think that's great. So who are you referring your business to right now? And then I'll just see what they say, right? They might say, Scott in Destin, Florida is the best. And, I am not ever going to not refer him, right? And then you say, okay, great. Can I be, when they need multiple people, can I be second or third? And, they'll probably be my 4th or 5th, probably, just to be honest.
Awesome. Well, very good. I mean, I think we got a lot out of this one today. Thank you again to Tony and Jose for being a part of this and helping us out, and Tony for his presentation. I've got a couple of announcements for you. So for our next one of these online Zoom masterminds, you can put it in your calendar now. It's going to be June 17th at the same time. June 17th, 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 o'clock Eastern. So get that on your calendar now. And for those Keller Williams agents out there that have red day today, we'll probably see a lot larger attendance for our next meeting. So come back out. We're going to do them monthly, typically on a Thursday about the same time. Got it? The other thing is look out for the NAR convention. We are going to try and put together that breakfast in San Diego. So if you're coming out to NAR, shoot me a quick message. Let me know that you're coming to San Diego. I want to try and get an idea of attendance now and see kind of what adaptation we'll have. And then if there's any other events, you know, things that you're going to, conferences, we'd also like to add in some more in-person connections. We're talking about in Orlando for Keller Williams Family Reunion to have another breakfast and even possibly rent out a house. If any BNI members want to join us there, where we can all stay in the same place and mastermind in person as a spin-off of the conference itself. If you have any other brand or coaching or anything else that you're doing, let me know. I can always help out. I've got a great database of agents that are BNI across the country, so we can help out there. Any questions about that? Does anyone have a referral today? Scott.
Hello, everyone. Scott Martineau from Destin, Florida. I want to refer a old high school classmate from Minnesota who told me today, do you know anybody in Sarasota, Florida? I need a referral for Sarasota, Florida. Send me a link. I'll put it in the FB page there. But I saw hands going up, and I saw the great hands of people supporting us today. You've got a referral. Thank you for your good help taking care of a great classmate that it needs to move down to Florida. He can't handle the winters anymore. He's about 40 years too late, but it's a referral, right?
Anybody else?
I have a couple, a few, I mean. So I have one client who is looking for investment property in different areas. Most recently, he wanted to know about Montgomery, Alabama. Was also looking into Maryland, no specific area, but basically looking for a single family investment property that would cash flow. And I have a few people that are investors, multifamily being 1 to 4 units, preferably 4, but cash flowing properties anywhere in the country. So if you have investor connections and want to reach back out to them, I have buyers.
And just to let you know, I had 2 referrals, but I connected privately with agents in that area. So you can count 2 more for this meeting.
Great. Well, keep in mind, you always have the Facebook group. If you need to send an outbound referral, we can help you out placing that across the country with BNI members. Always think of it first if you can. Think going to the Facebook group or utilizing the BNI network to place your referrals. Thank you, everyone, for being on the call today and participating. I really appreciate it. If you'd like to do it before you leave, you can download the file of the chat if you need anybody's contact information. I know we've had that question on past calls, but there is a way for you to download the file if you want to pull contact information for people that are on the call now. And if you haven't gotten it in there, go ahead and pop your information in the chat now. Any other announcements? Cool. I'll get you out of here right on time. So please, Ivan Meiser said, please don't care how much, people don't care how much you know unless they know how much you care. All right, let's go get them. Thanks so much.
Brad.
Thanks,
Thank you,
everybody.
Brad.
Thank you, Brad. Thank you,
Thank you,
Tony.
Brad.
Thank you, Brad.
Bye, everybody.
Thanks, Jose.
Awesome.
Thanks, everybody. Thanks, Brad.
Thank you. Thank you, Mike, for showing up with your beard. I appreciate that. And no one commented that I blend in.
Man, I got to ask you real quick. How did you go about making your wallpaper, your background?
I just took an image and pop it in. It's really easy. You can just click on the video. I mean, I had this design.
Oh, no. Yeah. How'd you get the design?
Oh, I hired a designer to do it.
Well, guess what I'm doing today. All right, cool. Thank you. Catch y'all later. Have a great day.
Hey, Brad, remember to stop the recording.